Hello, school law people. I'm excited about this class. I am April Levitt, and you can see, just to introduce myself, the picture of myself and my children. That's actually a couple years old. It's hard to get everybody together these days. My eldest daughter, Charlie, she now, this last winter, lived in Oregon, and she and her boyfriend bought a house and flipped it. Then they live in Skagway, Alaska, in the summer and work as her third summer there. So she's a big adventuresome gal. She takes classes online. And if you have never visited Skagway, I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful, enchanting little town. My son, who's now a full head taller than myself, 6'3", 6'4", is a big guy. He just graduated high school, plans to attend a university in southern Utah. And my youngest daughter will be a junior in high school this coming year, who also plans to attend a college in Utah. So all of my kids they love the mountains. I've done it to myself. We travel a lot and have seen a lot of things, and they love the mountains, love adventure, which I'm very glad, but they're all going to leave me. I live in Olathe, Kansas. I work in Spring Hill, which is about 15, 20 minutes south of Olathe. A huge growing school. We're doubling our population in students within the next 4 years. I was a non-traditional student, so I went back when my kids were in elementary school, and I've taught third, fourth, and fifth grade, and I just finished my second year as an instructional coach. A reflection, I would say that my principal, as well as the superintendent and assistant superintendent, are all very up to date in the federal and state school laws, as well as the school board policies. I know this because they share information. They share all of the updates with the principals, and then the principals in turn share it with the teachers. So, and how they impact the schools. So I feel that our district is very up to date with school laws and very in tune. One example that came to mind, because it happened this past year, we had the master schedule out ready for all of the teachers. School started, and about a month into school, our principal realized that some of the grade levels had recess right after lunch. Well, when recess is right after lunch without any break, that is considered non-academic time, non-school time. And so it was considered lunch. And we were missing those minutes that the students' law required for the students to be in school. So we had to, a month into school, adjust our schedules slightly in order to change that to meet the policies of the state. When circumstances arise, the principal will just admit, hey, I'm not sure exactly. I need to go review the policies to make sure that we're following protocol, following the laws. And she will review the policies or seek advice from others. Examples would be when something arises in an IEP, then she will contact the SPED director often, or the superintendent, just to ensure that we are following the laws and putting student safety first, learning first. That's always the biggest intent with both the principals as well as the super and assistant superintendents. My own knowledge, I took a special education class at Fort Hays, and so I just finished that a couple of semesters ago. So because of that, I feel somewhat knowledgeable, much more knowledgeable than I was with those laws. Certainly not an expert, and so anytime that were to arise, I would follow suit with my principal and seek advice from others to ensure that I would be following those laws. I have reviewed board policies, particularly when it comes to the finances. So I'm familiar with those. I also, just through my personal experiences, observations, I've encountered different laws and policies. But to be honest, could I differentiate between the state and federal? Probably not. I haven't really studied them in depth to know the differences between the two. I know some of I know a lot of the board policies, but oftentimes the board policies follow the state and the federal policies. So to differentiate between all of them, I couldn't honestly tell you that I could do that. I'm not as familiar probably with the general education laws, which as I thought about that, I thought, well, I probably am more than what I realize, but I couldn't really articulate some. So I really look forward to learning through this class so that obviously I can help to keep the school safe and not under any legal liability. Plan and proposal. Um, I will stay up to date and informed through the KSDE and KASB websites. Seek advice from others, always asking and from those that have more knowledge and more experience than myself. And another thing I thought of was to attend Board of Education meetings, as I have attended some. I feel attending more would be helpful to know where the policies are coming from, maybe the thought process behind them, as well as have a better, more in-depth understanding of those policies. So I look forward to learning from this class, learning from all of you, and have a great semester, everybody.